Hello everyone, it's Lynette with Charmed Grammy Crochet, and today is Halloween, so happy Halloween. And I'm wearing my Momster shirt. This was a gift to me from my good friend Nancy, and she's got yarn too. Excuse me. So I'd like to welcome you to the dining room today for Make Along Monday. So for our ugly Christmas sweater, that's not going to be ugly, right? Because who wants to wear ugly? Nobody wants to wear ugly. Today is the last day that you'll catch me wearing this hat for a year. Not that I don't love the hat. Divine Hat is awesome. There's lots of tutorials. I used the one from Joanna Martinez to make mine. And if I remember, I will link it in the description box below. But if you didn't do the ma'am yet, go for it. Get the girls checked. Make sure you're safe. But I don't particularly like myself in hats all the time, so it'll be nice not to be wearing it in the house in the warmth. So anyway, let's see, what do we have else to talk about? Today is, like I said, Make Along Monday. I am so excited for all those that are participating. If you are making an ugly Christmas garment, and I've expanded it to just making a garment this month, my good friend Nancy is making garments for her dogs. She's making dog sweaters, and oh my God, they're so cute. She hasn't sent me a picture, but there was another woman I think also making doggy garments. I can't remember which picture it is, but it'll be at the end. I know I forgot to do them last week. So I already downloaded all the pictures. They're in my phone. I record on my phone, do the editing, most of the editing on my phone. So those are already in there, so I don't forget them again this week. So watch at the end and see what everybody's making. If you're posting a picture to my Facebook Facebook group page, Charmed Grammy Crochet, it's linked in the description box below. Make sure you put the hashtag Ugly Christmas 2022 in your description. When you post the picture, put that hashtag in there, right there, because I can just type in that hashtag and everybody's pictures will come up. I scroll through, but then I'm always afraid I'm going to miss someone, so I type in the hashtag as well. And when I typed in the hashtag, there have been people that haven't had the hashtag in there. And so I've typed it in the comment, but it didn't pull it up by the comment with the hashtag in there. I noticed today. So if you've submitted a picture, go back and edit it and type in the hashtag. If you submit one from now on, make sure you put the hashtag in, because at the end of the month, at the end of the year, when everybody's is going to be done, hopefully mine will be done on time for Hobbii, because my yarn is sponsored by Hobbii. So mine has to be done by the end of November, which November starts tomorrow. And I have to have a finished product, review video. But I'm leaving the Crochet Along open until the end of the year for those that are still working on their project, whatever it is. So I'm going to just type in hashtag Ugly Christmas 2022, and I want everybody to show up, because I'm going to do a drawing for a prize. I think I said a $50 gift card. So I want you to be able to get in on it. So if you've submitted a picture and of your progress, submit a picture of your finished product. Some people are just way on it and they're done already with their ugly sweater. Ugly, not so ugly sweater. So yay for you guys. I have crocheted on mine. What am I using? It's living, first of all, in this bag that Hobie gave me. Isn't it awesome? I totally love the bag. It's a very nice canvas bag. I think they sell these. But I'm doing mine specifically because of my cast. I know that my tension is, I have sometimes a tension issue anyway. You know, the faster you crochet, the tighter you crochet. So if I'm like just la 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 la, my crochet is much looser. If I'm in a hurry, my crochet gets faster or tighter, just without the cast. With the cast, some days it's easier than others. I don't have pain per se from crocheting any longer. When I don't wear the cast as tight, because I can adjust that. That's really cool about this cast. When I'm trying to crochet, I don't wear it as tight, but the cast gets in the way. It's still a little like tall for holding my yarn, but the more mobility I get in my fingers, the easier it is and the faster I'm becoming at it. I was having a really hard time with, this is the yarn I chose is a 3-weight yarn, and holding it, because you don't have as much, so I've really had to work on how to hold the yarn in this hand and get like an even, hopefully, tension on it. But because I know my tension is an issue anyway, but then specifically it's an issue now, I am working on both panels at the same time. So if I do 2 rows on one panel, I'm doing 2 rows on the other panel the same night. I'm not putting it down until I have the exact amount on each panel, because tomorrow I'm going to crochet differently, I'm sure. That's my theory. I'm sticking to it. I am using my clover number 6 millimeter. What do they call that? A J. Yep, that's what it says. But it is the 6 millimeter brown one. I pretty much only use my clover hooks. I love them. And I am using Hobbii sponsored me with this lovely Christmas yarn. They came out with several different brands of their yarn in Christmas colors. And this one is the Horizon Christmas. And this one is the color number 3. I think it's called Jelly Bean. I totally love it. Now Pamela from Pamela's Adoring Crochet, she is using the Horizon number 2, and I believe she is doing the same pattern. So she's got the same yarn, doing the same pattern, but hers is in a different color. She has I think it's red, green, gray, and white. Or maybe there's only 3 colors in her. I know hers has a gray in it. I think it's red, green, gray, and white. I think it's 4 colors. So I'm really anxious to see how hers turns out with the colors, because we're using the exact same yarn and the exact same pattern. Hers is just a different colorway. So, what's the pattern you want to know? Okay, let me show it to you. This is a free pattern on the Hobbii website. Here it is. Here's the picture. And it is called the Horizon Cardigan. So it was designed to be made with this yarn, and it does have some buttons on it, which I have not purchased my buttons yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it looks like maybe 8 buttons she has on here. I don't know if I'll put buttons on mine. I kind of want to put buttons on it, and I want to put Christmas buttons on it, like Christmas trees, or and I went into Michael's and I looked, and I didn't see any like Christmas themed buttons, which I was kind of surprised about. And then I went into Joann's and I forgot to look, so that was a bummer. Should have looked. Those stores are not close to me. There's not a craft store that's like, oh, just 5 minutes away. No. All the craft stores are 25 minutes or more. So I try to stop when I'm going by someplace. Not always easy, because I'm not always alone when I'm going by someplace, and my husband doesn't always want to like wait for me to go. You're gonna buy more yarn? No, I want buttons this time. He does not complain about money that I spend on yarn. Don't get me wrong. He does not complain about that. But my yarn room is overflowing now that I got those bobbins in, which will be a video coming up. You haven't seen that one yet. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a longer video. But I'll be honest, because I have to do a video every day because I was double dog dared. Some video I made a video a couple of times. Once in a while I have to make them in advance because I need to make the video when it's time to make the video, not necessarily when it's time to put the video out. Does that make sense? You know, I don't want to do 2 in one day necessarily because I have to space them out. I only have so much yarn content, and you could only want to listen to so much other nonsense, non-yarn content. This is a yarn channel. So, but that being said, last night I did a live for Halloween with Laura from Mammy's Crochet and Nancy from She's Got Yarn Too. I hope if you didn't watch it, go back and watch it because I think we had a really good time. We did the 30 Halloween questions, little tag thing that was going around. Nancy and I decided to do it a couple of days ago, and then Laura came. She was waiting in the waiting room when we were still. It wasn't time to start yet, and I'm like, "You want to come too?" And she said, "Yeah." So she was an impromptu panel guest, and it was really. I think we had a good time. I had a good time. I hope everyone did. So anyway, that's not about this. Do you want to see now what I'm making? Yes, I bet you do. So these are the 2. Oh wait, let me get them laid out. Now there's 9 rows in each. So these are my 2 hexies to start with, and this is how they'll be. So then you. Let's make this easy on us. You make 2 panels and sew them together. So when they are big enough to go around your arm, that's when you stop. When you have it big enough to go around your arm. And then you're going to sew the backs together, and then you have arms. I haven't read the pattern that far, but that's what I know that you do. So then this becomes the back panel, and this becomes the opening in the front. And then I think does it have a collar? I don't even remember. Let's look. Let's look at the pattern again. No, she really does not put a collar. She does just a border. So when it's long enough to go around, like when this is big enough that it's going to go around my arm, I have some time to go here. That's when I'll stop. So if it's only this long on me, then we add rows afterwards. And the same with the length. When it's big enough to go around the arm, no matter where the length is on my body, then you add additional rows. So as you can see in the picture, like she ends here, that's when it's big enough to go around her arm, and then she added a few rows here, and then the ribbing, you can see the square ends like here, and then she's doing just straight lines across to add more length to the cardigan. And she did not, the designer did not put an actual collar on it. So that's what it looks like. That's what we're looking like, and I really like it. The thing I'm nervous about is I have 5 cakes of this really pretty yarn, and none of them started the same. So like my seam, no matter which side if this is the back or if this is the back, they're not going to match down the middle. So I haven't read ahead to know how she crochets them together, if she just whip stitches it. I think I want to do that join, like granny square kind of join thing. So then the center row will pull it together is the same color. You know what I mean? I'm not sure that that's how she's done it. If you want to know how far you are, how many rows, you get the pattern, like you repeat row 3, I think, until it's big enough, and then you have to go back to the pattern. Obviously, I have a ways to go. I have 9 rows. and you can count them from the center. One, you just count these little, you know, corner pieces up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 in the corner. If it's not folded, it looks like this. And you're like, how the heck is that going to work? But I think if you just did a granny square, this would be so cool too. But I like the hexie cardi because it should be simple to, oops, oops, there we go. Should be simple to put it together. You don't have to like really worry about armholes and where you're putting your sleeve and how you do that, because you just make it all at one time. And excuse me, I did want to pick something that I thought I would be able to complete without any too much difficulty. And then for the crochet along, if you wanted to join me in this particular pattern, it wouldn't be hard for you to follow. If you had questions, I can help you with it, because it's probably a question I had too, and I had to get help with it from somebody with more experience or knowledge than me. So far, I'm just on now repeat this row until it gets big enough to go around my arm. And I want it to be a little bit bulky. I don't like a tight sweater. I do plan on wearing this during the holidays. So I really don't want it to be ugly, and I want it to fit properly. And that's always an issue for me. I've tried making garments for myself and they never fit right. So I generally don't make garments for myself, but I want this one to be for me. And it's a cardigan. I mean, I have made sweaters for myself, like cardigans. I've made duster. I've made ponchos that fit, but like a sweater. I've tried a couple times to make tops for myself, and they never fit, and I give them to somebody else. They're either too big or too small. I want this one to fit me. So I hope that it does, because I think it's going to be pretty, even though other people might be too busy for the Christmas colors. They'll be like, yeah, that's a really ugly Christmas sweater. I don't care. I'm going to wear it anyway. I think it's going to be pretty. I mean, it's pretty in the same yarn in the light colors, right? Anyway, that's enough of that. This is where we're at so far. I did, like I say, already put the pictures in my phone so I can put everybody's progress in. But please, if you're putting pictures to my Facebook group page, make sure you include the hashtag in the entry. So if you put one in there and you don't have the hashtag in it, you know, if you didn't put it with your original upload of your picture, you, I believe, can edit it. So go back and edit it and put that hashtag in there, hashtag Ugly Christmas 2022, so that at the end of the year, when I pull that, hashtag, I'll get your pictures for the entry for the giveaway. Okay, that is all I have for you on this today. Please watch to the end to see all the entries as they go. I hope if you haven't joined in, you still have time, because I have till the end, you know, I'm giving you to the end of the year to get it done, to get her done. After the end of the month of November, or like mine, I believe, needs to be done by then. I think that's the criteria that Hobbii has put on there. And in the middle of the time period, I have to, in another like week, do a specific video for them for my progress, which hopefully will be halfway. So for during the month of October, if this turns out, maybe I will make another one or something else to go with the crochet along. Maybe a matching hat or gloves. If I, you know, have enough yarn or whatever. Because I need to be done by the end of November, but the crochet along is going on till the end of December. Because I know you have other Christmas stuff you're doing, you know, gifts and whatever. So anyway, that's what I have for you today for this video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, subscribing, sharing. Thanks for making along with me, because it's so fun. I love seeing your progress. And I'm going to definitely share it at the end of this. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.